Hi and welcome to Select 10. In this video, I have listed top 10 best Hollywood movies released in 2021 so far. So let's get into the video.
Hello?
Still alive.
Who is this?
It's happening again.
On number 10, we have Fear Street Trilogy. This movie was released in 3 parts on Netflix. Story begins in 1994 when a bookstore employee is murdered by her friend Ryan. After murdering her and several mall employees, he is shot to death by the police. The media report the massacre is normal thing in the Shadyside. Meanwhile, the neighboring town, Sunnyvale, is its opposite, as it is considered one of the richest and safest cities in the country. Many of the Shadyside teenagers believe that this is the result of the witch, Sarah Fier, who placed a curse on the Shadyside town before being executed for witchcraft in 1666. Later, a circle of teenage friends vows to find the solution to end this curse, responsible for a series of brutal murders that have plagued their town for over 300 years.
You are an infinite.
On number 9, we have Infinite. The story follows a man named Evan Macaulay. Evan's been told that these voices and visions he hears is nothing but a disease called schizophrenic. However, after forging a samurai sword with inexplicable ease, he's outed as one of the few humans on Earth who can recall all their past lives. These rare people are called the Infinite. Their recall allows the reincarnated people to be master warriors and brilliant strategists who have perfected their skills over the ages. In each new cycle, the Infinites band together to use their powers to preserve and guide humanity. And there are people known as nihilists who wants to end this endless life cycle. And the only way to assure they die is to activate a special egg that'll bring on the end of all life on the planet. On number 8, Nobody. This movie follows the story of Hutch Mansell, an retired assassin. One night when he fails to defend himself and his family from 2 thieves who break into his home. Later, the aftermath of the incident soon increases his long-simmering rage and gets him into fight with local goons on bus while saving a girl from harassment. Hutch must now save his wife and son from a dangerous and unknown enemy and make sure that he will never be underestimated again.
What is he doing here?
On number 7, The Hitman Wife's Bodyguard. Story continues as some time has passed between the events of each movie. The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard opens with Michael Bryce in therapy, attempting to cope with the events Darius put him through in the first movie. At the suggestion of his therapist, who is just looking to get rid of him, she suggests a vacation in Italy. And he happens to choose the same location that Sonia and Darius are having their honeymoon. After the couple becomes wrapped up with evil Greek business mogul Aristotle. Throughout the film, Bryce, Darius, and Sonia all work through issues within themselves and each other. All at the same time, they manage to partner with Interpol in order to stop Aristotle from attacking Europe's cybersecurity.
Driver. Who is he?
On number 6, Fast and Furious 9. Story continues as Dom Toretto is living the quiet life off the grid with Letty and his son. But they know that danger always lurks just over the peaceful horizon. This time, that threat forces Dom to confront the sins of his past to save those he loves most. His crew soon comes together to stop a world-shattering plot by the most skilled assassin and high-performance driver they've ever encountered, which is known to be Dom's forsaken brother.
We are fighting a war. Our enemy is not human, and we are losing.
On number 5, The Tomorrow War. The story begins as the world is stunned when a group of time travelers arrive from the year 2051 to deliver an urgent message. About 30 years in the future, mankind is losing a global war against a deadly alien species called White Spikes. The only hope for survival is for soldiers and civilians from the present to be transported to the future and join the fight. As men get drafted for a war happening 30 years in the future, among those recruited is high school teacher and family man Dan Forrester. Determined to save the world for his young daughter, Dan teams up with a brilliant scientist and his estranged father in a desperate quest to save the planet. On number 4. We have A Quiet Place 2. Part 2 jumps right to the end of the last one, moments after Evelyn victoriously cocked a shotgun. With their family's barn burning and her husband, Lee, dead in the fields, and now it's time to leave home. Carrying her newborn baby, Evelyn travels with her daughter Regan and son Marcus off the sand path that had previously been laid by her husband Lee, past the grave site of their young son. From the beginning of the first movie, her search for more people sets them on a course for a signal and the unknown of humanity. With part 1 focusing on sacrifice for family, this sequel now concerns what one would give up to help others. On number 3. Black Widow is a 2021 superhero film based on the Marvel Comics. This film is a sequel to Captain America: Civil War and a spin-off to Avengers: Infinity War. In the movie, Natasha Romanoff confronts the darker parts of her old life when a dangerous conspiracy with ties to her past arises. Pursued by an enemy that will stop at nothing to bring her down, Natasha must deal with her history as a spy and the broken relationships left in her wake long before she became an Avenger.
Oh, God, sorry, Frank.
Sorry, strong form.
On number 2. Jungle Cruise. The movie stars Dwayne Johnson as Frank and Emily Blunt as Dr. Lily Houghton. The story follows Dr. Lily Houghton hiring a wisecracking skipper, Frank, to take her down the Amazon forest in his boat. Together, they search for an ancient tree that holds the power to heal. A discovery that will change the future of medicine.
So this is the famous Suicide Squad.
On number 1. The Suicide Squad is a 2021 American superhero film based on DC Comics. The movie stars Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, Idris Elba as Bloodsport, John Cena as Peacemaker, and Joel Kinnaman as Colonel Rick Flag. The government sends the most dangerous supervillains in the world, Bloodsport, Peacemaker, King Shark, Harley Quinn and others to the remote, enemy-infused island of Corto Maltese. Armed with high-tech weapons, they trek through the dangerous jungle on a search and destroy mission. That's it for today. Do subscribe my channel if you like this suggestions. And thank you for watching this video.